Hello everyone, it's Riser here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to talk about how to increase your Xiao damage. And before we start, make sure to like and subscribe because we're really close to 50k, and I really appreciate it if you can give a like and subscribe. Okay, without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, so first thing first, when you want to increase your damage, is to choose the proper weapon for your Xiao. For free to play, I really recommend using Blackleaf Pole because Blackleaf Pole is very easy to get. And just in case if you didn't know where to get it, you can go to Paimon's shop. Go to the shop right there and go to Paimon's Burden and buy Blackleaf Pole. Buy it. You can buy it with 24 Master Last Star Glitter. To obtain this is very easy and you just need to wish a couple times and you will get it. Okay, done with that. But just in case if you don't have enough of that thing, then try to use this weapon, Prototype Star Glitter. You can get this from the blacksmith. This is a very free to play weapon, very easy to get to. Using like 50 crystal chunk or something, and you can craft this one. Or you can just use Favonis lens for a while until you get the Blackleaf Pole. And the second option is going to be Deathmatch. Deathmatch is also a fairly solid weapon for your Xiao. It gives you a ton of crit rate, so your attack is like almost 100% crit all the time. Okay. Even though it has a bit low base attack, but it's still a pretty solid weapon. But yes, this is not a free-to-play weapon because you need to buy a battle pass to get this one. So for a 4-star weapon is going to be Blackleaf or Deathmatch. That's your only option. I mean this 2 is the pretty decent weapon for a 4-star. Never use the other one unless you really don't have those two. But you can get this one eventually. Just keep saving. And for the 5-star, Jet Spear is still the best 5-star weapon for Xiao because of the crazy passive. Also give you a lot of crit rate. I mean, not really a lot of crit rate, but still a pretty decent crit rate with a very high base stat, very high base attack stat, and a pretty good passive. But of course, Homa will overpower Jet Spear because this weapon is really broken because it gives you really high crit damage. But Jet Spear will give you more consistency, so in the end, Jet Spear will win. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, for the artifact is very simple, very straightforward. It's only like 2 free Descent and 2 Gladiator, or maybe 2 Simenawa because it gives you the same bonus stat, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and burst substat, of course, everybody is going to look for the attack percentage, crit damage, and crit rate. And for the 4th substat, defense is pretty nice because yeah, Xiao is sometimes in a low damage. I mean, it's in a low health because of the burst. But energy recharge will be better. Will be like the best compared to defense. I'm just gonna show you my artifact a bit, just for reference. And yeah, for the goblet, make sure to use a Nemo damage goblet because yeah, I still find some people using a wrong goblet for their Xiao. I mean, for their character, they're using like a attack percentage. I mean, some character may need attack percentage, but for Xiao, animal damage is way better because most of the time your Xiao will deal animal damage, so animal damage is better. Yeah, and if you can try to find a better substat, yeah, like this one is pretty good to be honest. So remember, a Nemo damage bonus, okay? Do not use like attack percentage. And for the circlet, this is also very important. Xiao, I mean, crit damage is a must for your Xiao. Yeah, it's a must. So never try to use like a crit rate for your Xiao. I mean, there's also a different circumstances, but yeah, Like your end goal is going to be crit damage. Why? Because why you don't need crit rate? Because Xiao already give you crit rate when you ascend him. I think he give you like 28% at level. I mean when you ascend him to the highest level. 28% is already a lot of crit rate, so you don't really have to use a crit rate goblet. I mean a crit rate circlet for your Xiao. I mean you can try to get crit rate from the substat on the other artifact, like this one is 7%, this one is 7%, one is okay, bad luck this one is 7%. I mean this is like 21%. 21 plus 28% from the base Xiao is already like 49. If I'm lucky I can get like, let's say I only get like 3% on this one and 3%, so I get like another extra 6%. It's already like 55% crit rate, and that's already pretty solid for a Xiao, so there's no need to go for crit rate. Just invest more on your crit damage, because 55% is already pretty good. I mean you can use crit rate, to be honest, you can use it, but that is not going to be your end goal. Your end goal is going to be crit damage. That's gonna be your end goal. I will say, yeah, use crit rate if your crit rate is really low. Let's say like below 30%, like 30 to 40. That's very low, maybe, I think. So you can use crit rate at that. So make sure to use crit damage for your Xiao. Okay, that's the end goal. Okay, that's the end goal. Okay, moving on. Constellation. I mean, the Constellation is not really that important on your Xiao. I mean, C1 is very nice, but like C2, C3, C4, C5, not really that important. I mean, C3 only give you extra damage on your dash, on your cycling thing. And yeah, also need to say that some people say that your Xiao dealing like 50k per plunge because your Xiao is C3. That's bullshit. Okay, because C3 is not giving me any damage bonus to my plunging attack, because it's only giving me bonus damage on my dash, on my elemental skill. There's nothing to do with my plunging attack. So yeah, you need to understand that. Okay, and for the talent, you need to prioritize your normal attack, and then Bane of all evil, and the last one is the dash one, the limnesthetic wind cycling, whatever it is. Yeah, so normal attack, Bane of all evil, and wind cycling. That is what you should prioritize on your talent. Oh yeah, just keep in mind, make sure to level up your talent. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you my stat real quick. This is not pretty nice, to be honest. I can get more crit rate, but as I said before, I'm not lucky enough with that crit rate, but the spear really helped me a lot with that. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope that this can help you increase your Xiao damage, and I'm sorry if I said something wrong. Maybe, I mean, just make sure to leave a comment if I give some wrong advice or anything. Also, this is also like my first time doing like a voiceover on my video, so forgive me if I said something not very clearly or makes you hard to understand. Make sure to let me know in the comment. Okay, so goodbye for now. See you on the next video, and good luck farming artifact.